Okay, so this video we are going to show you the settings in more detailed for these cabinets. As you can see, we have this layout here. We made this one door cabinet, 24-inch cabinet, but we cannot have a one door cabinet that is that large because these doors are heavy. So I'm going to use this video to show you some of these settings and how we can set things up for the future as well to make things easier. So I mentioned also that they all need to be 23 inches in depth. So in this case, this cabinet right here, we're going to hit edit. Okay, and this is all your settings for this cabinet. So this is going to be your default size. So once you drag it into your stage, this is the size it's going to default to. And here's your maximum and minimum values. So for a one door cabinet, we want to have a limit on it. So the maximum we want it to be is 20 inches. We're not going to put any limits anywhere else. We can put a minimum limit for, let's say, 8 inches or 6 inches. We don't want it to go that thin. So we're going to hit Save Changes, plus we're going to hit Save to Library. And the difference between Save Changes and Save to Library, okay, is when you hit Save Changes, it's only going to save the change in this job right here. So you're not going to save it for the next time you load this item into a new job. To save this item in your library, the way you set it here, you have to hit Save to Library. And you could update the current product, or you can give it another name and add a new product here. So that's very important to understand. Now, getting into the parts of your cabinet, you can see this is what makes up the parts of your cabinet. Side toe, you can delete those and hit save just for this job. Front toe, delete it, or we can just leave that since we don't want to mess with the design. So let's undo that because for the design they're actually good to have. Okay, but I'll show you why we don't need those, why we don't need to cut those in another video. Here's our door. You could add different pieces to a cabinet. You could also edit. So I'm going to cover that in the next video. But I was just showing you here your settings for these cabinets.